Welcome to part 5 of the top 25 favorite anime. Now, let's finish this thing. Number 5, Fate Zero. Now, this anime is amazing. Simply amazing. You have a story that, in my perspective, is one of the best written things ever. Some of the best music ever. With a director I quite enjoyed. With Gen Urobuchi as the original creator, who, by the way, is one of my favorite writers, or fast becoming. Yuki Kajira doing the music, and 2 great openings. This anime is awesome, amazing, and awesome. You cannot tell me how much this anime just rocks. Because to me, it is one of the absolute best, and one of the closest I'll ever call to an anime for a masterpiece. I know that's a bit of a stretch at times, especially with some bits of it, including, debatably, the ending, even though I didn't mind it. I can see why some didn't like it, but truth be told, guys, that ending was pretty good for me, and just, the whole show was pretty good. I loved every second of it. And I hope that I'll continue to love every second of it on future rewatches. And hell, at one point I even reviewed it on Christmas. Okay, that video had to be taken down, unfortunately. But you know what? I still reviewed it on Christmas. And I'm now doing a months of Fate because of this show. That shows my devotion as to how much I love Fate Zero. Because, no offense guys, that's not coming from Fate Stay Night. That's coming from Fate Zero and my love of that. Because this anime is a great one. And I think everyone... Well, I don't think everyone should watch it because really it is personal taste matters. But I do think it's a great anime. And I do think it's a great watch. At least in my opinion. Number 4. Steins Gate. Now this anime is simply amazing. Just amazing. The story is very well told and has very few plot holes. I never saw them, but they probably are there. I just couldn't see them. It has a great character cast. In fact, one of my favorites, if not my absolute favorite. It's got decent animation. It could be better, but it could be a lot worse too. Heck, if some of the other studios got it probably would have been worse. And it's got some pretty good music, especially ones that I now feature a lot of. I just love it. And everything is great about it. I can't help but love it. It's a simply amazing series and the best sci-fi anime I've ever watched. Hands down. I recommend it for most people. I know it's not always some people's favorite, and I can see why for some areas of it. But you know what? I love it, and that, to me, at least, is all that matters. Because this is a favorites list, not a best list. And personally, I love Steins Gate. Number 3. Trigun. Now, I doubt any of you were not expecting this one. Because, quite frankly, I made it quite obvious in my review. I love this show. I think it has one of the best character casts again. I think, well, the animation has not aged well. I do think for what it wasn't bad animation. And I still love the fact that it was Madhouse that made this. Oh, and to the best part of it all, Vash the Stampede was just amazing. Just everything about his character I loved. He is one of the very few main characters that I loved from beginning to end. Not many other main characters can say that. Because guess what, guys? A lot of them don't start out the greatest. Not even some of my favorites. But this guy was one of the ones that was the best. And just so much effort was put in this. I feel such love for Trigun. Like, seriously, this is one of the few classic animes not only can I like, but I can full-on love and gush over. In fact, this is the oldest anime of the top 5. And quite frankly, it deserves to be. It's hold past the test of time, even with some mixed animation. Everything else is still amazing. even after 16 years. That's damn impressive if I've ever seen it. That's 16 years and this anime still holds up, much like its competitor Cowboy Bebop. And quite frankly, if I had to pick between the two, Trigun all the way. I doubt that will ever change, because truth be told, I love this show, and I've given it a lot of praise before, and probably will in the future. But overall, Trigun, you are an amazing show, and I hope to continue to love. Number 2, Gurren Lagann. Now, this anime is so much fun. When it comes to enjoyment of animes, not even my number 1 could top Gurren Lagann. Gurren Lagann is some of the most fun I've ever had watching any anime, ever. And never will, probably. But to continue on with that thing, I just think it's one of the most passionate projects ever. It is, to me, Gainax's magnus opus. The best they've ever had. Very few complaints. The characters are great. The story, well, stupid and simple, works well enough. The animation, well, has its hiccups, is good overall, and I think the last few episodes looked amazing! And to be honest, the music's pretty good. For me, what is there not to love about Gurren Lagann? It's so much fun. And just so much passion. Gainax's best work, easily. I know I've harped on them before, but they made this. How am I not complaining about this? Because that's just awesome. That's all I can describe Gurren Lagann as. Just awesome. Now, it's not for everyone, and I admit this, but if you like mechs, and you like balls-to-the-wall action, this anime is for you, and I would highly recommend it. It is some of the most fun I've ever had in any anime. Number 1.1, the original Full Metal Alchemist. Yes, I love Full Metal Alchemist, the original series. The 2001 3-1 to be exact. And to be quite fair to you guys, the reasoning for that is simple. It is the very first anime I watched when I became a serious anime watcher. Seriously, this show is amazing. Amazing characters, amazing story, amazing animation for its time and today, and overall just an amazing soundtrack to just complement it all. Everything about this anime is almost perfect. Yeah, you'll find some things you'll probably not like about it, and that's understandable. No show's 100% perfect. But the original Fullmetal Alchemist 2003 is one of the absolute best anime I've ever watched. And to be quite fair, I just rather enjoyed it. What more do I need to say other than I just enjoy my favorite anime, along with my second other favorite anime. We'll get to that in a minute. The other thing I wanted to talk about was just its diversity. I really like that it can be kind of silly at one moment and then serious the other, and it feels completely natural. Because so many other anime cannot do that. This anime is just amazing. Just simply amazing. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Number 1.2. And what I would technically call my favorite anime of all time, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Now, when I say that, I say it tentatively because I kind of consider both the original Full Metal Alchemist and Brotherhood on equal grounds. I think both fix the flaws of the other, at least for the most part, and they complement each other very well, at least in my opinion. Both are different enough to be separated and good adaptations in their own right, and I think both are just great. Brotherhood really is the same thing I just described with the original Fullmetal Alchemist. Great characters, great story, great music, great animation, overall just a great anime. But if you had to make me twist my arm and make me choose between the two, I would choose Brotherhood. And you want to know why that is? There is only one reason. Just one. Episode 63 of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood 63 quite literally made me fall in love with this series. The characterization was great. The finality of it was great. Everything about it was great. The amount of just the somber tone of some parts of it, the happier tones, the little moments, the big moments, everything about that episode I absolutely love. From beginning to end, I've watched it more times than I can count, and I can easily say episode 63 of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is probably the reason why I prefer Brotherhood over the original. But even that's not by much, because both anime are great in their own right. Just like anime in general. Anime is such a great source for everything. I absolutely love it, and I hope to continue to watch animes from the future to come, because that's how everything of these videos got created, and I hope to continue them and enjoy them continuously. And Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood will probably remain my favorite anime. Anyways, that's all from me. This has been Star6Wars1, and we will see you in the next video and our final character video. See you guys then.